what we are talking about, this teaching of grace, is that people have grace but they don't use it. That is the reason why we are embarking on this teaching, so that you will be aware and start using it. It is an error for grace of God to be available and you are struggling. What did Paul say? He said, I will labor lest the grace of God upon my life becomes in vain. He said, I will labor. So there is a labor on our part in order to take advantage of the grace that is available. Do you know what it means for you to have grace and not use it? He said, even up till now, ye have asked nothing. I discovered that believers don't really engage God over matters. There is a way you can speak to a woman from the altar and she will take dressing. There is a way you can speak to a man from the altar and he will behave himself. When you labor, grace is activated. I don't know what is shaking in your life. I don't know the area that you are facing struggle currently as I'm speaking. But I want you to know that grace is available. How many of you are willing to labor to enter into grace, so that the grace of God upon your life and your family will not be in vain? So that the grace of God that is available for your children to excel, so that the grace of God that is available to make you whom God has designed you to be. Paul said, I am what I am by the grace of God. There is something a man can become by the reason of grace. A man can succeed, a man can excel, a man can achieve his destiny by the reason of grace. Can you lift up your voice wherever you are and begin to labor? Can you begin to engage grace? Can you begin to engage the power of God? Can you begin to engage the anointing of the Spirit that is available? Can you begin to labor in prayer? Paul said, I labor that the grace of God upon my life may not be in vain. There are graces available to you. There are possibilities available to you. There are performances available to you, but you must labor. There is a labor you must labor in the place of prayer, in the secret place. Lift up your voice and begin to cry out to God. I enter destiny by the grace of God. I enter destiny. I possess my possession. I enter my next level. I become that which is written of me, that which is ordained of me before the foundations of the world, that which the Lord has called me to be. I enter the calling of God that is upon my life. I enter the prophetic season, the prophetic destiny that has been orchestrated by the finger of God, that which was written of me by the finger of God. I enter into it now. Lift up your voice and labor. Lift up your voice and labor. Labor for that child. Mothers, labor for your children. Wives, labor for your husband. Men, labor for your family. Labor for your business. Labor for your father's house.